here with Nick Ley.
Hi. Hiya. How's it going?
Oh. Tell us about yourself.
About myself. What do you want? What do you want to know?
Tell us about your artistic endeavors.
My artistic endeavors. I mean, I have a lot of endeavors. I do a lot of things. They can all be summarized in making experiences, joyful experiences for as many people as possible.
Yes.
Yeah. My goodness. I do music. I am an internet radio DJ. I also work in animation for my day job, and I also produce silent disco bar crawls on the monthly. So I kind of do a lot of different things, but I ultimately just love bringing people together and bringing joy to a bunch of people. So.
Would you like to shout out, are there any names of things you'd like to shout out specifically?
Yeah, totally. I mean, so my monthly show is strictly Nick Ley's Music School Bus. It's currently playing on Gutsy Radio. I'm a big fan of world music, global music, so every month I do a deep dive into a different region or country's music. Think like Magic School Bus meets radio. I love to just teach people and myself about music from different parts of the world. I'm from Miami, so I grew up listening to all different kinds of music. Particularly Latin American music and Caribbean music, and then that kind of branched into West African music, and then Saudi Arabian music and Middle Eastern music, and just eventually I wanted to share that love with as many people as possible. So every month I pick a different country to explore their music and do a history lesson on it, and then kind of dive into contemporary underground stuff.
Amazing.
There's also my monthly silent disco, pub crawl, flash mob, dance odyssey extravaganza. I work with a company called What the Float. They've been based out of New York for a little over a decade now, and in LA for 4 to 5 years. What the Float is a really unique, very unique dance experience, because what we do is we take the concept of a dance party but put it on the street, and we give you headphones and we literally take you on a dancing tour of a different neighborhood in LA every month, and the music kind of synchronizes to your journey in space. So like Bitch Better Have My Money, you will come on outside of a bank or something like that. And we're trying to tell stories and just have a wild good time in the face of anyone who will watch.
Yes. I'm gonna have to come to that very soon.
Please do. Please do. First 2 Saturdays of every month. It's a wild time.
Okay.
We will make you sweat. You can literally wear this.
Yes.
And we'll give you lights, and we'll give you the headphones, and come dance with us.
Yay.
Come sweat a little bit.
I would love to. All right. So, what are you wearing today? This is actually your third look.
Yes.
Of 3. Tell us about this outfit.
This wonderful, wonderful designer who I know on the east side of Hollywood made this lovely top. I'm sure it has a name, but I kind of call it my non-binary Beetlejuice moment sometimes.
I like that. Do you know the official name is Dilophos?
Dilophos.
Yeah, do you want to know where I got that from?
Sounds like a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur. Good job.
Like Dilophosaurus.
Do you know which one?
Dilophosaurus, the one with the big frill that the one that killed Dennis Nedry. Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes,
I'm
you see why?
Huge dinosaur fan.
I love
How did
that.
we not know this about each other?
I don't know. I'm not necessarily a dinosaur fan, but when I was thinking of how to name this top, and I was like, I'm not necessarily not a dinosaur fan, but I was trying to figure out how to name this top, and that was all I could think of was this dinosaur, and I had to figure it out.
Okay, I'm taking non-binary Beetlejuice, putting it in a cupboard, and I'm going to refer to it by its actual name because I had no idea I was wearing a dino reference.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with that. I just went to the Natural History Museum.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right, so on so many levels.
Literally so many levels.
Great.
Oh my god, I'm gonna spit acid as soon as I get home. Oh my god.
All right, will you tell us about everything from head to toe?
Oh goodness, everything head to toe.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm wearing Kenneth Cole Reaction boots. They're pretty old and a little dinged up, but let's see. I've had these for a hot minute. I thrift kind of everything.
That's
like
great.
I tell people that I wear thrifty stuff, and then indie designers who I find. I was gifted this hat from my friend Chloe. I literally got these boots at Crossroads. I got these black overalls from like a Goodwill somewhere. I just kind of like to honestly just throw it all together, to be totally honest.
That's fantastic. I love that too.
Yeah. So I like having the combination of thrifted and clothes made by friends. You know, really when I think about it, so much of what I'm wearing is a gift from somebody, like a gift from you, a gift from my friends. Like I love kind of just acquiring pieces that are not only fashion statements but acts of love in a way. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, now earlier, second look.
Yes.
Let's go back in time. Was the Kalasiris Underalls.
Oh my lord.
In Roller Boogie Stripe, which is perfect for you.
I remember trying those on.
Oh, we'll get to that too.
Oh my lord. That's the first piece of yours that I bought. The first piece of yours that I bought.
It's true.
Just when I was getting into roller skating.
Oh, that was at the beginning?
Well, maybe not right at the beginning. It was like just when I was getting very good at roller skating.
Okay.
And because I love to go to Moonlight, I love to go on Wednesday nights, and I put that on, and I immediately just thought, wow, this makes sense in a roller rink. And then you told me it was the Roller
Boogie Stripe is what I called it.
It just made sense. It reminded me of like all the patterns that I see there, and as you saw, it looks fantastic on skates.
Yes.
And the dance parties that we love to throw, the silent discos. Literally, you know how to outfit for my life. So
good.
Just I love coming back and love seeing everything that you make. But that roller jumper unitard, I'm so obsessed with it. I've had it for such a long time. I've taken it up Griffith. Insert photo of me dancing through Griffith right here. I've worn it in like music videos. I've worn it out and about on the streets. I've worn it on dates that didn't go great.
But you felt great.
But I felt great. I love that piece. I wear it all the damn time.
Yay! And then outfit number 1.
I love that so much.
That's a borrowed.
Yes.
That's a borrowed. Maybe we'll own in the future.
Oh, I may or may not be stealing that from the car as soon as we're done.
Oh, all right.
Whoopsies.
So that was our pretty new. That's like the newest pieces we've had that I've designed. Call it the Chakra Ruffle bottoms in Lavender Elevation and the 5 Point Halter top.
Listen, I am half Cuban and Puerto Rican.
Yes, that's right. You just said that.
Give me a spiritual astrological Cheetah Rivera moment, and I'm here for it.
Yes.
Like I cannot wait to get that. I felt so good in it. It's so bright and all of your stuff is so bright and colorful, but this just like the color combinations worked right. And just like this with the ruffles, anything that's got ruffles and anything that's got movement. I have a very active, artistic, free-flowing life, and your clothing really just like helps accentuate that and is such an extension of what I do as an artist. So truly, I feel like it just like your clothes help support my art and what I do, and it's this beautiful trade and marriage that I don't think I have with any clothes that I have. Truly.
I love that. I feel truly honored seeing you in my pieces because I feel like you embody the perfect style and exuberance and
exuberance is it.
Exuberance
Is it.
Okay, I wanted us to talk about the first time that we met, which you kind of just touched upon, but literally you came in with a mutual friend and another friend that I didn't know yet. You were very quiet actually at first. You were very quiet, and then
that's me.
it was kind of like there was a lot going on. There were a bunch of people in the shop. I was talking to a bunch of people, and I saw you holding some garments that you were going to try on. And what did I went up to you I asked if you wanted to try those on. You said yes, and we set you up in the fitting room. And as soon you just went, I think you went,
boom.
So it was like night and day, where like Nick was so quiet at first, and then we saw Nick come into.
Yeah, you
everything.
met my Pisces sun, and then my Aries rising came right out of the dressing room.
Yes.
Like I said, your clothes makes me come alive. I mean, truly, I could be very shy at first, but then then I get to know someone, then I get to try on their clothes, and then I feel so much more alive. And I loved meeting you that day because you were so warm, so friendly. You were willing to work with me, and you were willing to make adjustments. I'm like, I'm 6 feet tall, and at the time, I think the outfit wasn't in my size, or it was just like, it was,
we adjusted the straps. Maybe?
Yeah, you had adjusted the straps on the back. You took it right in the back. I was like, oh, it's almost there. It's just like there's something, and you were like, 1 second, and you literally took it and you went right back. You went right in the back and you adjusted it for me right there. And it was in that moment that I was like, okay, all right. I feel very seen and taken care of here by such a generous, beautiful soul. Like, not only do I feel good with how I look in the clothes, but the person who made it is pouring so much love and personage into it. So
that's what I love. Those like the real like tender moments where I can like, that's all I mean, to me, truly, like, I roll my eyes at fashion sometimes, the concept of fashion that we're all familiar with.
Yeah.
But when I can really work with someone one-on-one and make them come alive, like, that's what makes it all worth it. Anytime when I'm like, is this important enough or whatever? And it totally is important enough when I see people like you coming alive within my clothing.
And you were so quick to pick up on that, and you were so quick to make me feel comfortable, and you were so quick to give me permission to come alive in the clothes. Yeah. People were coming through the store.
Oh yeah, we
just like, all right, they were part of the show, and it just became, it became a little runway moment in there. It was, that to me, I also roll my eyes at fashion, and I roll my eyes at just the general shopping experience in general. I usually know what I'm going for, and I'm in and I'm out, but I loved just hanging out, getting to know you, trying it on, seeing how it made me feel.
And that's how it should be, really.
Yeah.
And especially why it's important to keep local shopping, local businesses, small boutiques like mine, like, alive and well and thriving, because we do like care, and we want to have that connection, and not just to sell things, but to really make a contribution to your life. And you've made a contribution to my life.
I bought a t-shirt. I saw you were selling a shirt on your Instagram, and it's a graphic tee. I love a graphic tee. And it's this psychedelic, trippy forest scene with the words, "Don't be sad it's over, be glad it happened." So, like, there was something about the message behind it that I was like, I think I was just in a moment where I was like, I need this shirt so badly. And it's also so unique and so beautiful, and I had to have it immediately. I remember I drove right down to the store, and I was like, is this shirt still here? I found it, and I was like, I'll take that.
Yeah, that was a Boss Dog t-shirt.
Yes. Oh my god, it was so cute, so cute. I literally wear it around the house all the time.
Yay! Do you have a way that you would describe your own personal style?
How do I describe my personal style? My personal style is very, like I said, thrifted.
Yeah.
I
mix it up.
Yeah, I like to, truly I like to tell a story. I like to tell a color story. So the Chakra Ruffle pants.
Yes.
So I love that they're called Chakra pants, because I really do believe in chakra work, and kind of every day I can focus on a different chakra that needs a little bit of opening up or a little bit of work, whether that's my, my throat chakra or my root or my sacral, and each one is associated with a color, and I love that about the chakras. And so if I had to describe my style, it's very color story, it's very chakra focused, it's very spiritual based, and all kind of mixed into one. So if there's when I open my closet, there's so many different colors looking at me, but I'll pick like the one color that I want to focus my entire outfit around. I remember I was going to work one day. I had just bought this traffic cone orange hat, and I wanted to wear that hat to work. And I was like, okay, this hat is what I want to focus. What can I wear? And so I put on this sleeveless white button-down shirt, and then I also had just bought traffic cone orange, like literally like, you know, prison pants.
Okay.
That just matched with the hat. So. Yeah. Long answer to your short question, it's colorful. I try to tell a color story, and I try to...
And I guess bringing out the chakras.
Bringing out the chakras.
Whichever what you're working on or
truly.
on.
You know, if I'm focusing on my career, then I'm really, you know, focusing on my solar plexus chakra. You know, if I really want some direction in my life, then I'll try to bring in yellows and oranges in my life. If I want to, you know, if I'm a little too grounded and I just need to open myself up to the ether, then I'll try and bring in more purples, lavenders, and whites. It really is color therapy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
My style is color therapy.
When you can embody that color,
truly,
then you feel that color and you are that color.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about your clothes, because it's so colorful, it's so spiritual. Hell, chakra's in the name.
Yeah.
That's why I have to get it. So.
So, for you, where do style and art intersect?
Where do art and style intersect?
Yeah.
I mean, you and I live our lives so artistically, so it feels like it's happening all the time.
Yes.
But maybe for people who don't feel that way, I think it's coming out of your comfort zone. You know, for people like us and maybe people that we talk to all the time, it seems like it comes so naturally, but I think, you know, encouraging people to come out of their comfort zone is artistic in and of itself. You know, art is not art unless you're pushing some sort of a boundary, unless you're feeling courageous about it. And
perhaps modifying something, such as modifying someone's comfort level.
Absolutely.
Modifying their own acceptance of themselves.
Totally.
Even for the world. Yeah.
If it's as simple as that person who never wears anything other than cargo shorts and a t-shirt, putting on something, you know, pink, or putting on something a little more tight, or just coming out of your comfort zone allows you to feel more artistic.
Yes.
You know, feeling a little, and stylish doesn't have to mean trendy. Stylish can mean you're trying something different.
Yeah.
Artistic doesn't have to mean like, oh, it's meaningful. It can just be something different. And I think when you foster an experience like the kind that you do at Spacedust, you're encouraging people to do something different. You're encouraging people to come outside of their comfort zone, to find that place where style and art intersect. So.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love that answer. Do you have a favorite place or environment in Los Angeles that you like to create in or be inspired by?
Oh my Lord, Jesus Christ. I've been in LA for like 10 years. I mean, the one that comes to mind is the observatory. I love space. I love space and Spacedust. Am I right? Sorry. Cut that. No. I love the observatory. I love everything about looking up. And that reminds me of like a recent philosophy that I've kind of adopted. You know, look up. You know, I look up and zoom out a little bit. I think, you know, I have a really tenuous relationship with my phone and social media, and oftentimes, you know, when I'm worried that I'm spending a little too much time down here, I tell myself, like, look up.
That's great.
When I first moved to LA, I lived on Normandy, and that's right under the observatory, so I would look at that observatory every day. And I now live, you know, just a little south of that, and I can see the observatory from my room, and I look at it all the time. You know, the silent disco that I helped put on, my first time making music for them was going up to the observatory.
Yeah.
And so when I was asked to produce music for that, it was such an honor because I love that place. It is so inspiring to me. Not just because of the architecture, not just because of what it is scientifically, but because of the journey it is to get there. It is such a monument, you know, towards learning. Chadwick Boseman gave a commencement speech at Howard University, I think 2008, and or 8, I forget, but in the commencement speech, he said that institutions of learning are built on top of hills to signify that great struggle is required to reach enlightenment.
Yeah.
And when I made that mix of music for going, to take a group of people up to the observatory, that's what I embodied. I wanted to tell a story of great struggle to reach great enlightenment. And that's what I think all the time when I'm walking up it. People are walking by and I'm sitting there having like a literal crisis moment walking up to the observatory every time.
Being all existential.
I get all existential when I'm walking up to the observatory.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, please,
like, yes.
ascend.
Yeah. That's wonderful. I love that. So what is a positive change you'd like to see in the world, and how do you think we can enact that or achieve that?
Just one
thing.
Would love to see people get off of social media. I really would love to see that. I just finished reading a book by Jenny Odell called How to Do Nothing, The Art of Resisting the Attention Economy. Great book, highly recommend. Barack Obama's reading list, it was so good. And it's all about how, the obvious social media is bad for us, blah, 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 but it's also, there's a case for why getting off of your phone and getting off of social media can be good for the environment. And it summarizes that, by getting off of our phone and challenging ourselves to look at the world around us, that's not just a tree, that's a bird of paradise. That's not just a bird, that's a house sparrow. And, learning how to really appreciate and sit in the world around us, I think that's one change that I would like to see.
I love that.
In the world. Just be a little more patient and open with each other. Sorry, this is going to start. That's going to meander. That's going to meander.
That also just happened. I was like, yeah, come on through.
Yeah, I mean,
no worries. I love that.
I kind of want to, not make it all about social media, though, because it's so silly.
It's not silly. It's not silly. I think that it's really important for us to become more present with each other and to be more aware of our surroundings, to not get lost in this abyss of a screen.
Yeah, because it's not just about getting off of it and cleansing ourselves of it, but it's about diverting our attention in meaningful ways. Yeah. So maybe another way of summarizing it is patience. Yeah. I'd love people to just exhibit a little more patience with each other. Yeah. We live in such a fast, what are you doing? What's your next project? What are you up to? Are you working? Are you blue? It's I pride myself on my ability to go to bed at the end of every day and feel like if I don't wake up, I'm very happy with where my life is at. I have achieved a lot of things in my life thus far, and there's plenty more that I could, but I try to live each day feeling like, all right, I'm happy with what I've done. I'm patient. I sit in this space right here with you, and what could be better? Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, we're always, we tend to want to be getting ready for the next thing. We're thinking about the next thing, and really all we have is right here, the present moment.
And congratulate yourself for what you've done.
Yeah.
You've done, you, Michelle, have done so much.
Me.
You've done so much. Yeah, but it's sometimes we just need to tell each other that,
Thank you.
It's another change that I want to see is I want people to congratulate each other more. I want people to just be like, oh my God, you did the thing.
Or just say,
yes.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really wonderful. Cool. Yeah. I love that. So, human interaction and/or the ability to do nothing. Yeah. It's hard.
It's really hard. I think, especially given the past few years with social isolation.
Yes.
I remember going out one time. It was one of the first weekends going out, and God, people were just really impatient, we were all standing in line to get in, and people around us were just oh, this line. I was like, guys, we're outside. It's kind of nice, don't you think?
Yeah.
We'll get there, chill out. We're here.
The destination might be there, but we can enjoy here.
Right,
too.
Grant people the grace, grant yourself the grace, because life is much better than you think it, life truly is. I know that the world sucks, and we shouldn't be complacent. I get that.
But in a way, being more present locks us into that more.
Yeah.
The positivity that we can embrace and find meaning in our daily lives with each other.
You can channel your energy for change so much better.
Yes.
When you are grounded and when you appreciate where you're at.
And paying attention to just this.
Truly.
Just this, like, and radiate outwards.
Yeah.
The change that you want to see.
Amen.
Hey. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say, or is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Oh my goodness. I feel like we've covered it all.
I know.
I just want to say, go to Spacedust. Go to Spacedust in Echo Park. It's not just a clothing store. It's an experience. Truly. Yeah. Blast off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay!
I love you so much.
I love you.
Thank you.
This is so wonderful. You're so wonderful.
Oh, thanks. You've unlocked me, truly.
I love that. I'm impressed with myself.
I'm impressed with you, Shannon. Beep, 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 beep. All right, and let's go.
Just booty in the camera.
Yeah, I definitely got a lot of booty.
I think I did forget to outstretch my arms.
Aw, so cute, guys. Hee hee hee.